Hey guys, back again with another video. Sorry, I'm nervous to talk because my window's open. That's how I have the camera at this amazing height. But there's people right there outside my house. So, yeah. Anyway though, we're finally doing the Boys of Tommen video. It's been like 2 months low-key since I finished the series. I kind of procrastinated a smidgen. To be fair though, I didn't record anything else, so it's not like I was hustling or anything and just didn't do this. No, I think I also needed to process a little bit for my own sake, because literally just a preface, we're gonna be talking about a lot of very dark, like, upsetting topics, because that's what these books cover, such as child abuse, domestic abuse, rape, drug abuse, child rape. I guess it's the same thing, but still. But yeah, no, I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is not my comfort series, I guess I shouldn't say, but one of my favorites of all time. It's so good. So good. I promise. I hope you love it. Oh yeah, major spoilers. Yeah, major spoilers for this whole series. Starting with number 1, Binding 13. I have some lore I may have shared before. I think I shared it in my January through June recap, I believe. I picked up this book in 2021 was when I first heard of it. It came out 2018. Low-key, I read the first page, I thought it was corny, and I was about to resell it until, what was it, March, April-ish of this year, that I was like, I'll give it one more shot, one more chance to impress me, and impress me it did. This book is like my child. This one, we follow Johnny, Shannon. I love them. And my dear Shannon is like severely abused. Like it's pretty bad. I'm not laughing at abuse, I promise. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty rough. And our boy Johnny, star rugby player, colleges, national teams, U20s. I still don't know what that means. I don't watch rugby. Scouting him out. Okay, they want a piece of the Johnny pie. So do I. He gets this like big like sports injury to his little Johnny, and it's pretty bad, and he's lying to the doctors and saying, no, it's all good, gang, trust I'm good. He's not good. No, it's pretty bad. So Shannon getting bullied at school and at home. That's so rough. Real. And she eventually goes to Tommen College. She's a 3rd year, should be a 4th year. She was held back a year. Johnny is a 5th year, should be a 6th year. He was also held back a year. So they're about 2-ish years apart. Could be worse. Could be worse. I see that criticized sometimes. Anyway though. Yes. They meet because he kicks a rugby ball at her head and knocks her out. First day of school. They don't do anything in this book. Shannon kisses him once, and he doesn't even reciprocate it, but it's fine. At the end of book 1, when you think maybe there will be some peace, no, mamacita. No, Shannon is nearly killed by her own father. So, because he beats her so badly. And Johnny's little Johnny is not doing well because he ends up hospitalized because of... Actually, I don't remember exactly what happened, and I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. But yeah, okay, that's book 1. A lot of trauma happening there. Then we move on to book 2. We're still following Johnny and Shannon here. is still there. That's why it's 13 still. Because, oh, yeah, Johnny's number 13 on the rugby team. In case anyone wanted to know. Oh, nope, this is my good side. Okay. So in this one, we start up. Both of them are hospitalized. Johnny because of his little Johnny, and Shannon because of her father. After all this, their older brother Darren, who walked out on them at 18, which, low-key, he's real for that. He's real for that. I would have too, because I would have also been tired of my father beating me and my mother doing nothing about it. Their mother is a whole different story, a whole nother rant. They finally get together in this book. I counted, it's about 700-ish pages after the first book starts that they finally get together officially, Johnny and Shannon. So if you want to wait that long, this is the perfect series for you. It really is worth the wait though, and the chapters are super short. If the fire. So Shannon's dad leaves for a little bit. He leaves for a little bit because he's like on the run, you know, because when you beat your daughter that badly, the cops kind of want you. Not that I can relate, but I'm just like assuming. And yeah, so he comes back and he locks all the, very, very much smelling like whiskey, his liquor of choice. Locks all the kids into their bedrooms, you know, and starts dabbling whiskey all over the house. And Shannon, love her, texts Johnny. She's like, hey, I think I need to spend the night. I think you need to come get me. My dad's back. Real weird. And he's like, I got you, babe. I got you. Comes up, gets Shannon out. And he's like, no, something's off. Something's off. I can sense it. So it goes back in and gets all of her siblings. Joey already left, by the way. Joey's gone. Her other older brother. So we're getting Tig, Ollie, and Sean. Sweet baby Sean. He gets out of the house safely. Marie, their mom, even tells Johnny, get out of the house. And then the house is lit on fire. And Teddy, their dad, and Marie die in the house fire. And everyone else gets out. So that's great. That's great. I'm so happy everyone else is getting out. But yeah, I read that part on my finals night last winter. Or not winter, spring. Like the night of finals. I got all A's that day. But I mean, still, pretty rough. It's like midnight and I'm reading this. I'm crying a little bit, as one would. I might not have liked Teddy, but Marie's a very complex character, honestly. And I don't know. Also thinking about, I call him Whiskey Baby because sweet little Shawnee, was doused in whiskey, like soaked to the bone. So that's where that comes from, the little Whiskey Baby mention. But yes, die in a house fire. Adele, I've now been told, I thought it was Edel. It's Adele. So that's great. And John Kavanaugh, Johnny's parents, just like adopt all of the Lynch children. Joey, Shannon, Tig, Ollie, Sean, all of them. So they have a happy life. Great ending. Chef's kiss. This book is so good. 5 stars. Yes, so they get adopted by loving parents. It's so sweet. This one and Binding 13 low-key might be my favorites. They're so good. They're so big. And you just, the first few chapters of Binding 13 are a little bit Wattpad-y. Once you get past it, you're good. It's okay. I promise. Please. It's okay, I promise. Okay, next. Saving 6. We're on to Joey Lynch's life now. And also Aoife Malloy. Aoife is his girlfriend. This is also the book that taught me how to pronounce Aoife. Shout out Chloe for putting the pronunciation guide in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a lot happens in this book. We get some insight to Joey in Aoife's like background, like their lives, you know, when they're a little bit younger, because it starts around their 12, their first year, right? That's kind of it. I mean, we see Aoife date Paul the Prick, Paul Rice, I'm still pissed about that name, and Joey's drug addiction starting and such. That's kind of all that happens. I'm not gonna lie. It's either the shortest or the second shortest in the whole series. I feel like that says something. In a series with like 700-page books, I feel like that says something. A lot happens in this one though. I feel like that maybe if I use the right editing program, I can edit it there. But I feel like that one picture, like the 1,000-yard stare of like the soldier or whatever, I really hope I can find it so I can put it up and you know what I'm talking about. That's how I feel every time I reference this book. Because what the hell? What the hell? Second longest book in the series. Look at that. I know it doesn't look like much. Not really that big, but yeah. Okay, so we get Shannon being beaten alive, the house fire, from Joey's perspective, which was not at all heartbreaking. I'm being sarcastic. And then we move forward a little bit in the story. We start to move forward. We get to pick up where Keeping 13 leaves off, which is the summer before Joey repeating his 6th year. Aoife as well. You know, Johnny's 6th year, Shannon's 5th year, because she gets to skip 4th year with Claire and Lizzie. Gibbsy's 6th year. I know a lot of these names are new if you haven't read the series and you know what I'm talking about. We'll get there, I promise. Joey gets Aoife pregnant. Yeah. The pregnancy trope for 18-year-olds. I had some thoughts. Initially, as it progressed though, Chloe did it really well. If I'm gonna be honest, like flat out, I usually hate it whenever they're pregnant in a book that I read. It's usually in the epilogue, or it's rarely mentioned throughout the book, or it's a side character. We're not getting their perspective of it. This was new, and I didn't hate it. I mean, like, it was good, and it had a purpose for the plot. It served the plot. AJ, their son, being born actually is what helped to push, like, keep Joey from doing drugs, because he had been to a rehab facility, and it was like mostly working, but AJ being born was like, you know, getting over that last hedge. Seeing his son, beautiful moment, by the way, beautiful, is like genuinely like what pushed him to be like, I need to step up, I need to be a good dad. And throughout the other books we do see that. Well, I guess Taming 7, because we haven't gotten that far in the future yet, but yeah, he genuinely wants to be a good dad. He wants to be there for his son, he wants to be there for Aoife, and we see that, and I think it's beautiful, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for it. Yep, that's kind of all that happens in this one too. We get Joey, I don't think he overdoses. We get some near hits though. Yeah, also Gibbsy pays off his drug debt of 600 pounds, euros, quid, I don't know what they call it in Europe. I should probably learn, but I mean, they have like a million names for it. But he pays off the debt. Yeah. Aoife's great. I love her. Aoife beats up Bella. Bella is Johnny's ex. They slept together. They used to sleep together until he met Shannon. He's like, I got my eyes on the prize. And Bella is a bitch and continues beating on Shannon, my sweet Shannon. And Aoife is not a fan, so while Joey is beating up Bella's boyfriend, whose name I can never remember, Aoife, while pregnant, mind you, beats the shit out of Bella, and I'm forever grateful that that was written into canon, because if Eva hadn't, I would have. I do believe this one is the real shortest in the series Taming 7. This is Gibbsy and Claire. So, for context, nobody's gonna get that reference. This book low-key made me really mad. Okay, we're introducing some new characters here, okay? Gibbsy, Gerard Gibson, called Gibbsy throughout the story. First time I read Binding 13, I thought his name was Gibby. Like the Gibby flag. It's not Gibby, it's Gibbsy. Gibsie. Yeah. He's Johnny's best friend, and Claire is Shannon's best friend. Claire is also Hugh's little sister. Gibbsy's dad and little sister die in a boat accident after him and Hugh's, I don't think it's confirmation. I used to be Catholic, I never got confirmed, so I don't know what comes after that. It wasn't baptism, it might have been their confirmation. He was 7 when it happened, and that's also his rugby number. Very traumatized. His mother remarried pretty quick after. Okay, Siva. Alright, girl. And they now have a new stepson named Mark, which is also Gibbsy's stepbrother. And from the ages of 7 to 11, while Mark is 14 to 18, legal adult. Every night that Gibbsy is home, Mark goes into his bedroom at night and rapes him. Every night, as punishment for being a bad kid. Mind you, this starts right after his dad and sister die. Yeah, okay. And then Claire actually has a decent life, one of the few in this series. Her biggest problem is boy problems, which I aspire to have. I mean, not in the sense of wanting boy problems, but I wish that was my only problem. You go, girl. Yeah, so they've been like childhood friends. They've loved each other for a while, won't admit it. Claire wants to get freaky with him. He's very resistant for a while. Sorry. Hey, we're changing the perspective. I had to close my window. Okay, as I was saying, Claire wants to get a little freaky, and Gibbsy's like, no, we can't do that. We're just friends. Gonna ruin the friendship. Just not worth it. Not worth it, right? She eventually, I don't want to say pressures, because that makes him, or it makes her sound like really evil. But he eventually concedes, I guess I'll say. And, they do some stuff. Finally get together, and then Claire finds out about what Mark, I'm sorry, I can't find a comfortable way to stand. Claire finds out about what Mark did to Gibbsy when he was little, and decides to tell everyone at prom. By everyone, I do mean everyone in their friend group, but... What? What? No, because if somebody told all of my dear lifelong friends that I was raped by my stepbrother for 4 years while I was little and grieving, I don't think I would ever speak to them again, girlfriend or not. He's a lot stronger than I am. They did break up and then get back together. They got back together after she did that. Oops, I dropped it. What the hell? That's all I have to say. And then the book just ends. He forgives her. All's well. Right. Also, I did forget to mention, but Releasing 10 and Taming 7 are both 3.5 stars for me. Binding 13 and Redeeming 6 were 6 stars. Keeping 13 and Saving 6 were 5 stars. I remembered. Whew. Okay. finally at the end for now. She just confirmed that book 7 will be Healing 7, which is continuing Claire and Gibbs's story. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently he cheats. That's not confirmed. Sorry, I need to calm down. This book gave me severe PTSD. Major trigger warning. Like the majorest of major trigger warnings for child sexual abuse, miscarriage. Yeah. Little Lizzie is bipolar. And starting at 5 years old, mind you, when Gibbsy is 7-ish, her older sister Kiva starts dating, you guessed it, Mark. So Mark now has 2 victims. That goes on for a while, again, until he moves away. So it was the same like time span. It's not when she was like around 10. Hence the 10. 10 is also the age her sister killed herself. But she didn't. Actually, Mark drugged her and threw her off of a bridge. And then told Lizzie he'd do the same to her if she told anyone. And then actually it was all Gibbsy's fault. So that's the source of the Lizzie and Gibbsy hatred for each other throughout the rest of the series. Because everyone told her Mark was a monster in her head, so she didn't think it was real when he was raping her every night. And he got her pregnant. And he gave her the old metal clothing hanger abortion. Little tiny baby. Getting that forces her on birth control. Yeah. And guess what? That doesn't serve the plot at all. The sexual abuse does. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it serves the plot. The pregnancy and the forced abortion miscarriage did not serve the plot. And that's what pisses me off the most. There was no trigger warning for that. I put the book down for 2 days. I threw up after I read that because it was done so descriptively. So that's my big warning for you for this one. Her love interest is Hugh, Claire's older brother. They're cute for a while. He really does help her. He's very helpful for being such a a young boy, and dating a girl who's going through all of these struggles. I do praise him for that. He does eventually split with her, because it's just so much, and during a manic episode, she thinks that Pierce, one of the other rugby boys on the team, is Hugh, and cheats on Hugh. And he finds out, and he's just like, I can't do this anymore. That's when he gets with Katie. Who's Katie? Who's Katie? Who's Patrick? We haven't gotten there yet, because those books aren't out yet. So yeah, no, I don't blame Hugh for pretty much anything he did in this book, because all he did was good. And, yeah. I don't think Lizzie deserved all the bad things that happened to her. This is probably the roughest one to get through, I'm not gonna lie. Even though Taming 7 does contain child sexual abuse, it's, I think, only a few scenes, and they're at the very end of the book-ish. This one is like 800 pages of it. It's hard to get through. So don't blame you if you want to skip over that one. Not much you're missing. Except for really the explanation behind how Kiva is haunting the narrative, you know, what happened to her, and the Lizzie Gibbsy conflict. But yeah, that's Finding 13. Yay, we did it! We made it through 6 books. There's a 7th one coming out. It's okay. It'll be fine. Like I said, I love this series, and when I say that, I mean the first 4 books. But yes, I wanted to share my pride and joy, my passion with you God, this video is long. But yes, okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.